Hello and welcome to another set of questions for algebraically solving systems of linear equations in two variables. Let's see these hard questions that we have here. If a car covers a distance of 4 miles in the same amount of time as a bike covers 2 miles and the car's speed is 3 units faster than the bike's speed, what are the speeds of the car and the bike? Okay, so I'll have to first construct equations. So the distance is 4 miles and the bike covers this. The time for both is the same, so let's call that x, and the car's speed is 3 units faster. So its speed is distance over time. Okay, I could also construct simultaneous equation. Let's do that. Let's call that speed y, and the car's speed is 3 units faster than the y. Okay, so its speed is y. So when I construct an equation over here, speed equals to distance over time, or distance into time equals to speed. So 4x equals to this time into speed equals distance. Okay, so x into y equals 2. Let's try to solve. I can take a substitution for x and call that 2 over y since I'm interested in the speeds. So that becomes x 2 over y plus 3 equals to 4. So 2y plus 6 and y gets cross multiplied. So 4y and 6 equals to 2y and y equals to 3. So the bike's speed should be 3 and the car's speed should be 6. I think that should work. Yes, that is the correct answer. Let's look at the next one. At a shop, dates are sold at a price of $4 per pound. Okay, that's dates. Okay, and peanuts are sold at $2 per pound. If an individual purchased a mixture of 100 pounds of dates and peanuts at a total cost of 3.5 per pound. So, okay, let's say he purchased X and Y here. What is the total cost here? It's 4X, and the total cost here is 2Y. Now we know that he purchased a total of 100 pounds. Okay, and his total cost was 3.5 per pound. What was his total cost? If I want to calculate per pound, I'm going to say that I have to divide by the total weight, which is 100 pounds. Okay, so I have simultaneous equations. This one boils down to 4x plus 2y equals to 350 when I cross multiply this. Now can I put it on my calculator and say that 1 and 100 and 4 2 and 350. So x equals to 75 and y equals to 25. I think that should work. What is the weight of the peanuts that were bought? So 25. Okay, let's see the next question. The following has the infinite solution. So I think we've done this before. An infinite solution has the ratios equal. So the ratios of coefficients of x should be equals to the ratio of coefficients of y should be equals to the ratio of coefficients of the constant. Okay, so cross multiplying this, 2p minus 2q minus 3p minus 3q, and minus 15 equals to 6p minus 6q. So I get 5p plus q equals to 0. Okay, so I have a set of simultaneous equations now. 5p plus q equals to 0, 6p minus 6q equals to minus 15. Let's solve this. P equals to minus 5 over 12 and q equals to 25 over 12. Adding the two should give me 20 over 12. 20 over 12 is 4 times 5, 4 times 3, 5 over 3. Okay. If the total value of 20 cashback counters is 145, where each voucher is either $5 or $10, then what is the number of $5 cashback vouchers? Okay. So $5 vouchers and $10 vouchers. Let's call that X, let's call that Y. There are 20 vouchers, so X plus Y should equal 20. What's the value for these 5X and what is the value for these 10Y? So 5X plus 10Y should be equals to the total value 145. Okay, so I get 1, 1 and 20, 5, 10 and 145. 11 and 9. So what is the value of the cashback counter is 5. Okay. To conduct an experiment, a chemist needs to prepare a $30 hydrochloric acid solution of 300 milliliters ml if the lab has only 20% and 40%. Okay, so 20% and 40%. Then what is the amount of 20% solution is required to prepare the solution? Okay, so this is a tough question. A lot of people find it tough. So what I need is I need a 30% hydrochloric solution that has a total quantity of 300 ml. Okay, so how much hydrochloric acid do I want in that? I want 30% of 300, which is 90. So I want actually 90 millimeters of hydrochloric acid. Now I have a 20% solution. Let's say I take a quantity of X there. I have a 40% solution. Let's say I take a quantity of Y there. Okay, so X plus Y should equal 300. That's one thing. If I take these percentages together and say that this is 20% X, which means that this is 0.2X, and this is 0.4Y then. Then 0.2X plus 0.4Y should also equal 90, the amount of hydrochloric acid. So the total quantity should match, and so should the hydrochloric acid match, and that gives me simultaneous equations that I then put on my calculator. 150, so X is 150 and Y is 150 as well. Okay, let's look at the next 5 questions that are hard. Okay, what is the weight in pounds of each tea in a 30-pound mixture consisting of two types of tea, one costing $5 per pound and $10 per pound? If the overall cost of the mixture is $6 per pound. Okay, so overall cost of the mixture is $6. Okay, that's an average. So if I mix this in X and mix that in Y, okay, then 30-pound mixture. So I have a 30-pound mixture here. So what is the cost of this? 5x, 10y, and this should cost $180 together. Okay, so x plus y, they should add up in terms of weight, and they should also add up in terms of the amount that it's costing me. Okay, $24 and $6. Okay, 24 and $6. Okay, if the total revenue collected from selling 200 tickets in a day for a show was $1,400, adults and children. So per ticket cost was 10, 5. Okay, number of tickets sold was X and Y. What does X plus Y equal? 200 tickets were sold. What was the revenue generated? This was the revenue generated. So 10x plus 5y should equal 1400. Number of children, Y. What is Y? Y is 120. Okay, more complicated question. I think it's best to do this on a calculator only and sort of then verify my final answers. I'm going to find it difficult to do it in cert form, although I can do it as well. And let's try, in fact, showing you how to do it in cert form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make an elimination because I see a simple elimination happening. Okay, and I'm going to try to do that for you and see if I can get the right answer. I could do this on a calculator again, but I just want to show you how to do these questions. So if I multiply my entire equation by root 2, it gives me root 2x plus root 2 into root 2 will give me 2 and root 2 into root 5 will give me root 10. Okay, so root 2x plus root 3y, the other equations remains the same. Okay, so if I subtract this now, this gets eliminated. I get 2 minus root 3, 2y minus root 3y equals to root 2 minus root 7. Okay, so my gut feeling is that the y should be answer option A, but let's see what I get. Okay, I take a y common, 2 minus root 3 and root 2 minus root 7. Y equals to root 10 minus root 7 over 2 minus root 3. Do I have an answer option that looks like this? Yes, this answer option looks like this, A, but all the signs are inverted, which means that the numerator also has a negative multiplied throughout, and the denominator also has a negative multiplied throughout, or I can factor out the negative 1, and that should give me the correct answer. This answer matches none of the others, so I'm just going to go with it and check. Okay, I could have found the value of x, but that's a tedious process. Let's not go into that unless the question is complicated. In that case, you use a calculator and that should give you the final answer. Okay, now this is a triangle. What kind of triangle is ABC? The three angles should add up to 180. So x plus y plus 30 should equal 180. So x plus 2y should equal 150. And minus x plus y is equals to 60. So although I could do this on a calculator, y equals to 70. And if it's 70, angle B is 70, angle C is 70 plus 30, which is 100, and then the three should add up to 180. That gives me angle A as 10. Okay, so 70, 10 and 100, it's not an isosceles because I need two angles equal, equilateral भी नहीं है, and right, so I go with scalene, which means that it has none of the properties of the above. Okay. Okay, I think that should go on a calculator. Very complicated numbers. I don't want to do them manually. X is equals to 2 and y equals to. Okay, that is the end of this topic. I will see you with more questions in the next video. Thank you for watching.